Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko. I'm a retired police captain out of Las Vegas with 24 years of experience. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about courage, resilience, and leadership. So today is an exciting day. I am holding in my hand the paperback edition of The Courage to Live by yours truly. It got delivered by Amazon. That's where you can purchase the book. And I'll tell you that it was a surreal experience, getting this actual physical thing that I've spent months and months of time and energy creating. I would be lying if I say I didn't get a little emotional when I, held it in my hand. And like I said, I'm proud. I still feel a little bit of, fear or anxiety about people reading it because, again, unlike a podcast that I can get in and delete if I, think that it's dumb, or, get bad reviews, the book, it's out there. And so I figured I could share an excerpt from the book today, mainly because I'm excited and I want to share it with you guys. So there's, the book goes, I talk about fear, I give my story, I share some of the stories that I've talked about on podcasts and some of the ones that I haven't talked about on podcasts. But a big part is how to navigate through fear to make strong decisions. So what I'm going to share with you today is from chapter 6 about what is fear. So on page 63, the subtitle is Mind Over Matter Isn't Enough. Managing fear isn't just about managing your thoughts or thinking positive. It's also about managing your body's response to fear. You can think your way out of fear when your body is flooded with adrenaline. You have to honor what's happening in your body first. One of the simplest tools is controlled breathing. Slow, deliberate breaths tell your nervous system that you are not in immediate danger. It lowers your heart rate. It gives your brain space to think. For example, Wim Hof's method includes controlled breathing techniques such as box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. This kind of structured breathwork signals safety to your nervous system and helps calm your fear response by stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system. This lowers heart rate and blood pressure, improves oxygen efficiency, and reduces circulating stress hormones like cortisol. Now, that is just one of the ways that I talk about navigating through fear or controlling fear. Because if you think about it, we have fear for a reason, right? It is an evolutionary response to help you survive, like a survival instinct. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess how you look at it, in today's day and age, you know, those responses come up when we're not in mortal danger. It might be a big decision at work. It might be a hard conversation with a spouse, or it may be mortal danger. Maybe you're a police officer listening to this and, you feel it kicking a door on a domestic violence or responding to an active shooter. But the problem with that emotion, it's a negative emotion, or harmful in the moment, but necessary and natural to have, is it takes up brain space, it takes up energy, which can cloud your decision making in the moments that you need to make the best decisions. And I've seen it time and time again. I've seen it in first responders, I've seen it in citizens, in leaders. And so the goal of controlling the physiological response that your body has to fear is to allow you to think more clearly so you can make, again, better decisions in the moment. And so if your brain isn't totally focusing on fear, you're able to, do a quick risk analysis or apply your training and your experience better because your brain is not wholly focused on survival and the fear that you're feeling in that moment. So controlling those physiological effects is very important to a successful outcome during stressful times, stressful incidents. So knowing that and knowing that you can control those physiological responses, you can clear that fog of war, you can make the right decisions. And the more you do that in the little times, the little moments that happen, when you need it the most, you'll have built that skill set that you can control fear, and you're not going to let fear make the decisions for you. And this is true for other emotions that I talk about in the book, whether it's anxiety, tactical paralysis. These you can mitigate the physiological responses to then help yourself push through. You can regulate your emotions. So, and I just wanted to give context to that, to the quote that I read from the book. You can get the book on Amazon. I'll tell you, I am extremely excited for this next chapter, pun intended, of my life. And I'm doing, you might be able to see me on the news or see me, do interviews about the book, because I, I really am excited to get the message out there. So thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend, leave a review, subscribe. You can buy the book. It's called The Courage to Live by Joshua Bitsko on Amazon. If you search, you'll be able to find it. And if you need help finding it, then on Joshua Bitsko on Instagram, I'm going to have a link to the book on there. My LinkedIn. Heck, I'm even on TikTok. So wherever you can find me, I'm going to be posting links to this book. And I think it's going to help people. And I hope also if you buy the book, you enjoy it. So thank you for spending time with me today.